This tutorial's purpose is to help you get started using Groundskeeper Pro by introducing the important concepts and processes of the software. This tutorial will focus on one example of a typical operating scenario for a lawn care and landscaping service business. This operating scenario is just one example of how your business may be run. We understand that there are many different ways to manage your business. Groundskeeper Pro is flexible enough to handle almost any business operating scenario. The first order of business when beginning to use Groundskeeper Pro is to enter all your customers' information, such as billing addresses, job site addresses, services, and service prices. Each customer's prices are unique for their job site. For example, the lawn maintenance service may be $150 for Mrs. Smith and $275 for Mr. Jones. This is the initial software setup and only needs to be done once. This is the most time-consuming process of getting started. But once the information is entered, you may begin using the software to its full extent via simple point and click. To reduce the amount of time spent at the computer and for ease of use, we designed the software for minimal typing. After entering all the customers, if you have any unpaid previous balance, you can make an entry into their account that states their starting balance. If they owe nothing, you can move right on to creating schedules. Services are not required to be scheduled, but if you want the software to remind you when a service needs to be done, you will definitely want to utilize this feature. Let's schedule the lawn maintenance service for Mr. Jones to be every week on a Tuesday. Our example season runs from March to December. Your actual season may be longer or shorter. To accomplish this, create a schedule beginning on a Tuesday with a frequency of every 7 days. The resulting schedule is shown here. Once all your customer services have been scheduled in this way, you are ready to see how easy it is to run your business on a daily basis. Typically, you only need to set up your service schedules once a season, unless new services or customers are added during the season. The daily routine will be to view your daily schedule to see what jobs need to be done. If you have crews or workers, you may want to divide the day's jobs up and assign them to their associated worker or crew's route. The route names would typically correspond to the name of the worker or truck, like Bob or Crew 1. However, the software lets you name your routes whatever you want. Other examples could be Friday's route, Lawn Application 1 route, Trimming Team route, etc. Now it's time to email or print the schedule or route and go out into the field to perform the services. At the end of the workday, you will come back to the office and reschedule the services you didn't get to and charge for the services that were completed. Use the wizard to automatically charge all the customers in the schedule or routes all at once with one click. Other daily tasks might also include creating estimates for potential customers, recording customer interactions, recording chemical applications if your state requires it, entering any payments received, and entering any expenses incurred. We are assuming for this tutorial that you want to bill on a monthly basis. However, you can have any date range for your billing. This means you could bill for a single day or several months at a time if desired. The billing cycle is determined by the start date and end date entered into the Print Bills screen. The bills were designed to be used with double window envelopes, including a companion envelope your customer uses to return payment. If you prefer, the invoices can be emailed instead. Each customer is set up individually regarding how to send their bill, emailed, printed, or both. Your logo can be set up to display on the invoices too. Another optional monthly routine would be to run the Determine Late Paying Customers routine and add an optional late fee to customers who are flagged as not paying on time. These simple daily and monthly routine procedures are run throughout the service season. Let's imagine now that the previous year's season is over and it's time to start a New Year's season. It is a good idea to start your new season off by archiving last year's data and then running the software's cleanup procedure. This is optional since the software can hold several years of data without a problem. If you do run the cleanup procedure, it will remove only the records you specify and leave all customers' billing addresses, job sites, and services. Just before your new season begins, you will most likely want to send out renewal letters to your current customers to see what services they want to sign up for in the upcoming season. In Groundskeeper Pro, this is called the service contract. As you get your customer responses back, you will want to schedule the services they sign up for. After all customer services have been scheduled, you are ready to begin your daily and monthly routines again, just like last year. This simple yearly cycle will repeat for each year and season. If your company's operating scenario doesn't match this tutorial, don't assume Groundskeeper Pro will not work for you. Groundskeeper Pro is very flexible and can handle most any operating scenario. It's also recommended to use the utility within Groundskeeper Pro to make regular backups of your data onto a removable storage device, such as a flash drive. This will protect your data in the case of a disaster like a flood, computer virus, or crash. To quickly get back up and running, you would simply install the software on a new computer and import the data back in. As you can see, Groundskeeper Pro is very easy to use once you understand the important concepts. So what are you waiting for? Get started using Groundskeeper Pro today.